First, your take on the budget? What do you think are the highlights and what would you have liked to have seen being done differently?
You know, first and foremost, I think the finance minister's budget speech was very compelling. He gave you the impression that he has actually met everyone's expectations in a very broad way. I would like to really read the fine print because I think now it's about delivery. And I'm being very realistic, and you know, the analogy I'd like to use is that the finance minister has cracked open the sluice gates a little, to a much greater extent, and I think the flows will really start. Over time, basically we are going to be prepared that in the next 3 years you will see some real positive outcomes of what he started today. Some of the things that I've been very pleased to hear is about his investment in, the entrepreneurship and startup sector. And I also welcome his announcement on the bankruptcy law, because this is really required in this country to, revive the economy and to make sure that a lot of the companies that have gone bankrupt, these sick industries now need to find a very different way of being kick-started. Secondly, I also think that a lot of the, announcement he's made on simplifying rules, addressing ease of doing business, doing away with unnecessary regulations, I think that will actually also bring in a lot more positive investor sentiments. I know the markets right now are not responding too well because I think everyone's trying to digest everything that the finance minister has said, and maybe, some of the big expectations of, big tax incentives or whatever hasn't yet happened. But I think basically the stage is set. I think the government is very clear that if they really don't start implementing and acting on their manufacturing agenda, the infrastructure agenda, the job creation agenda and the innovation agenda, I haven't yet seen what he really means in terms of incentivizing innovation, because I need to read the fine print. But he's made all these statements. Now we really need to read those annexures to know what it means. Okay. And until then, I'm unable to really comment in a very granular way. Yeah, no, I just think that, the budget was pretty positive. I think from a corporate India point of view, I think there was some very strong messaging given by the finance minister in terms of clarity of rules and regulations. And I think we all have to wait for the fine print. I mean, I think largely speaking, the government sounds very serious to deliver on this roadmap.